Back to Sunrise Daily. Mr. Lekon Adigbite joins us now. He is the Commissioner for Works here in Ogun State. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you.
What is Works doing about agriculture and urban development?
Oh, well, generally, we are in Works and infrastructure, and we generally out infrastructure for all these other sectors to function. You know, power, roads, and all that. That's what we do, essentially. And of course, you need access to farmlands, you need access to bring out the products and all that. So that is what this is all about.
So what kind of successes have you recorded? Because infrastructure is very key, as we heard President Fox talk about today.
Well, thank God, we've done a lot on infrastructure. In the governor's speech yesterday, he alluded to this, the longest road we're doing now.
That's 110 kilometers, right?
Yeah, the 110 kilometer road. We talk about this because actually it's a road that links a lot of our rural population, covers about 4 local governments, and starts from Alagbe, Ilaya, and ends up at Elisha, covering 4 local governments, opening up a lot of farmlands, vast expanse of land that not being used, that not being cultivated. So people can move in there and all that. And one of our experimental farms at Igua, actually the road passes through Igua, and of course links that. So it's one of the success stories that actually portrays agriculture.
How long is it going to take? You know, I'm sure the people are definitely seeing the work on the ground, but how long is it going to take for completion? Is it done yet?
We're currently doing several roads, in excess of 20 roads. There are different stages of completion, and you know what we've done is, as the roads are completed, we bring them on stream.
But the 110 kilometer
is about 50% completed. There are different stages. About right now, they've opened up the whole stretch, 110, because before we started this project, there was a part of it, about 4 kilometers, that was just thick forest. No road existed there. And it was a lot of problem for people to get around, you know, to go just 4 kilometers, they have to travel about another 50 to get around. But now it's all opened up, people can travel on it. We've got asphalting on about 10 kilometers of that road, you know, asphalted, some are from base level, and then some is just hard work and all that, but it's all clear. You can move from point A to point Z now, and all that, but then different stages of completion. The initial project completion time given at the award was 36 months by Mrs. PW, and the contract was awarded December 2012. But we are slightly ahead of the schedule, so we might finish before the 3 years program.
Well, I went out last night in Abeokuta. I had cause to go to as far as Ashero, you know, and I definitely did see some work. I mean, some areas look like there's work in progress, some other areas look like, well, they need to do some maintenance work. I'm just wondering if you have a plan. But one of the things that struck me, though, did you say, is power also included in infrastructure?
Yeah.
Because one would also say, what are we doing about lighting? It's in a city like this, at least you should have lighting at night. That's what definitely wasn't present there. Is it something you're looking at, or what are the challenges that, you know, are stopping us from having that?
All our roads, all the roads that we're doing come with street lighting. And we went on to the road last night. I don't know whether you went on that. Maybe you have a several opportunity tonight. It's a well-lit road. And when I say some roads about 80% completed, essentially the lighting is part of the 20% has not been done. It comes last. So all the roads that we're doing, like in Abeokuta today, comes with lighting. The Ashore that you went to, there's a road that actually comes from the Polytechnic in Nigeria. It's an 11 kilometer road that goes all the way to Ashore, and it's going to be lit all the way. The project is not completed yet. Maybe about 70% completed. You've got asphalting on most of the surfaces, at least mostly our asphalt. And of course, the lightings are not yet in on that road. So maybe that will be the reason I said that. I mean, you have light on that. But all the roads we're doing, apart from the sidewalks, also come with lighting at night. So by the time all these road projects are completed and are on stream, the whole city will be lit.
By power, do you mean power for just state infrastructure, or are you also looking at power for industries and local consumption in terms of powering for domestic use, so to speak?
Well, you know, the power thing is it's going through a flux now, you know, given to private people and all that. So a lot of people come forward to talk to us, you know, on the PPP arrangement and all that. So that's actually not there yet. Some people have come to us, they want to use biogas to power street lights. Some have come, they want to generate power for government use, at the secretariat, at the governor's residence, at the commissioner's quarters, legislators' quarters and all that. And then some are also thinking that, look, the excess that we generate will upload into the grid. So people in the town can use that. So like I said, it's still in a flux, and we'll certainly get somewhere.
The farmers, I think one wonders if it falls within your ministry to help get a better market where they can actually put their goods. If you have actually done, or you're fixing the road, 110-kilometer roads leading up to 4 local government areas, and are we likely to see a stop in the tradition of having farmers stand by the roadside trying to display their wares instead of having a farmer's market?
Even as it were, the markets, and I think it's all over Nigeria, not just in this part of the world, the country alone. They have this market like every 5th day and all that, and they're all over the state. So in the past, it's been very difficult for farmers to get to these markets. These are markets that are held on every 5 days. Right now, what the road affords them is that they can get to the market easily where they sell. If we went on that road before we open it up, you will see a lot of farm produce are on the side of the road. They're waiting for the transport to come, and the transport doesn't come on time. They're there for a whole day, the next day and all that. But that's all changed now. Because the road is opened up now, and of course most of it is surfaced, you have vehicles plying the road constantly. So they can get to whatever market they choose to. Really, because of Lagos, everybody wants to get their product to Lagos where they feel they will get the best prices. So right now, what we've done for them is to avail them the opportunity of choice. If you want to go to the Lagos market, if you want to wait for the 5th day market, you can, that will tell you your choice.
You know, I say this because I've actually been opportune to visit some farmers markets in other parts of the world. And I'm thinking, from what President Fox has just said, some of these goods or produce are perishable. If you have a farmer's market, you know that you can easily go to that market irrespective of day and get what you want. So waiting for a 5-day period for maybe the 5-day market or our regular market can't help some perishable goods.
Yeah, those markets actually exist as we speak. That's what I'm saying. In Abeokuta, I have those markets. People go there daily. In the Jebode and all that. There are those daily markets. And all these people need is access. We're talking of a market designated for farmers strictly. I don't think we have any now. We're proposing there's an international market somewhere around Shagamu, and I think it was discussed once at the Israeli Council whether we could turn that into the farmers market. You know, it's a market that was built by the previous administration, but it's lying fallow, which I think because of the location. So, but if you put such a magnet there, a farmers market, people could come from everywhere to come and patronize them there. So that's a possibility. As we speak, I don't think there's a special market that's made for farmers now. That will be the purview of the Commerce Ministry and the Agriculture Ministry.
Well,